I want to invest. I want to add more properties to my portfolio. And I hear that a lot, and I talk about investments a lot. So it's probably not a shocker that I get into these conversations because I actually love them, right? Like I love to talk about home ownership. I love to talk about how you can truly, genuinely build wealth, not only for yourself but generationally for a legacy. Passive income. Like real estate really is the one surefire way, depending on how you approach it, where you can really take care of yourself for the rest of your life. And you can provide for yourself and your family. And I think people kind of know that, but sometimes you have to spell it out. And I get a lot of questions about when is the right time and should I wait, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of making an investment. And so when I look at 2023, it's really interesting. This was the market that buyers were wishing. This is what they were really dreaming and hoping for about 16 months ago, right? Like everybody was competing with everybody. You'd go to a home, it had a fabulous feature set, it was priced well. You'd go and you were instantly fighting with 15 other people that were looking to offer over list and waiving inspections and doing everything they could just to get into the home. And nowadays, we're in a different landscape. We're in a landscape where there's more inventory and we're playing on a much more level field. Like sellers are willing to come to the table and meet buyers to make it a win-win. I think that, things like seller concessions and offering to chip in for closing costs or rate buy downs or working some magic on the number. I think that we're in this environment now where buyers can kind of pick and choose what they want, and sellers don't have to give away the farm, but they're meeting in the middle. And so this for me is like, this is the market that you want to be in. This is the market where you want to be picking up investment properties. This is the market where you want to get creative because there's just more to choose from and less people to compete with. And I'm finding that they're really kind of drifting into two camps. I've got one camp where buyers are saying, you know what, I'm just not very comfortable with the rates. And as a matter of fact, I'm prepared to just wait, and I'm going to wait and wait and wait and see what happens. And whenever I hear that, I always get a little sad because I think, well, while you're waiting, you might be missing out on some incredible opportunity. And I feel like you always have to write a check to live somewhere. And so I'd rather that you just wrote the check to yourself if you don't have a property. And then I've got like another camp of people that are a little more aggressive, a little more creative, and they're doing things like taking out HELOCs on their primary so that they can free up funds and they can make the investment and pick up a second home or a third home because they see the value of getting started now. The one multiplier that you really don't have any control over, right, is time. And so the sooner you get started, the better the outcome is for you and your family. That's kind of like my philosophy on it. And so if you want to have a conversation with me about what are the ins and outs, pros and cons, like I will give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Because it's not all roses and unicorns and flowers. Real estate is real estate. There's ups and downs, and it's cyclical. And the market of today will not be the market of tomorrow. But we do know that real estate as an asset class historically has gone up. It goes up, it goes down, but that trend line goes up. And so owning those assets that go up in value over time is a surefire way to generate wealth. So if you want to have a great conversation about it without the sales pitch, reach out to our team. We're happy to talk about what it could look like for you to make a great investment today.